Last we left off in Glory Hounds. I can't remember everyone, so subscribe, like, comment, share down below. I don't fucking even know what to do. Just subscribe, okay? If you don't want that shit, then let's get the roll on it. Okay? Alright. If I recall, Mr. Dawn Hound over here. Mister? Are you a mister? I don't know. Screw it. Sir. Well, was giving us an info dump. I have no idea. I read this. Huh? He looks away, fidgeting. Nothing. I hear a beep. Something lights up under his hood. He touches his ear and then I hear a voice. I still don't know what voice should I do with Milo. If I recall, that's his name. Police are closing in on your position. I suggest making escape now, sir. The accent sounds foreign. Rus, most likely. I don't talk about Russian, or it's more so just a fictional place. If I wasn't confused as hell about everything going on, I'd say it was sexy. Right. Target swam through the net. Over. I'll watch him like a hawk watches her sleeping young. He will not leave my sight. Wasn't expecting anything less from you. Over and out. I'm not doing his rough voice. That was rough for me, I'll be honest. Rough? Alright, I'm not doing that. Gotta go? Much as I'd love to stay and chat, it was a pleasure meeting you, Spot. You really held your own back there. He extends a paw. I take it and shake it. He's got a really firm grip, but that's to be expected. Alex. My name's Alex. Spot fits you better. You know, because of all the... He gestures to my face. Hey! I swat his hand away, much to his amusement. We lock eyes. There's a goofy grin on his tooty fucking face. It's kind of cute for a guy in a gimp suit. I can hear police sirens in the distance. I guess the voice on the radio was right. Maybe Mr. Bruin recalled them over. I'll see you around, then. I should hope so. I could use a sidekick. Sidekick? Pretty sure I saved your bacon there, big guy. I poke his belly. He laughs raucously. Exactly. Can't think of a better person to fill those shoes. You've got the spots, now earn the stripes. I'll have to fetch my resume. I'll keep an eye out for it. He pats my shoulder. His paw is so warm. Or maybe I'm just really cold and clammy. That's a funny way to say that. Okay, clammy. Good night, Spot. Night, Dawn Hound. It's strange to hear other people call me that, you know? It's a hard name to forget. I wink at him. What I can see of his face turns bright red. I'll be off then. Farewell, citizen. And so my savior turns, cloak swishing in the wind as he hops out the window and vanishes into the night. Coffee sometime? Lonely people. You know what? In some weird sense, lonely people. I keep saying we. I am a lonely person. Let's think about that. It's kind of messed up, but in our shared feeling of hopelessness, in that brief moment, in the middle of that event right there, we find a sliver of light at the end of the tunnel. Jesus Christ! Turns out that when cops find you alone in a store with busted windows and destroyed shelves, they might have questions for you. I was damn near about to get put in cuffs when Mrs. De Bruin showed up to explain what happened. She looked the most frazzled I've ever seen her. I was hoping to get some time to myself to decompress, but when I get home, it's almost 11. Stepping into the living room feels like walking to an entirely new world after all that happened. This is such a vibe. Wait a minute, look at this. Wow, this is I like this room. What a vibe. But sometimes it's a vibe for outsiders, but for you it could be a prison. A less adventurous one, I can only hope. Seems like Max already went to bed. He left the mail on the kitchen counter along with some empty nectar bottles. Nectar. I don't know why I said nectar. It's like Neptar from Adventure Time. Nectar. Nectar bottles. I'll have to check it later. Once my messenger bag's on the table, I put my seriously flattened but still edible pastries in the fridge. Most of it's taken up by what looks to be an enormous casserole? Lasagna? Abomination. Let's go with that. Huh. There's a sticky note attached. Save some for you, Max. I touch it through the plastic foil and immediately regret what I've done. Hard as a brick, and slimy as all get out at the same time. How do you even manage that? It's like I'm poking brain matter. Smells even worse. Ah, gross. It collapses in on itself when I retract my hand. Suddenly, I don't feel like dinner for the next 5 days. I try to ignore the abomination as best as I can and just go for a can of soda and a bowl of potato chips. The cornerstone of any nutritious diet. I shouldn't be having caffeine this late, but there's no one stopping me, is there? My usual spot on the couch secured, I stuffed a handful of potato chips in my mouth. TV, turn on. The screen flashes to life, lighting up the room and almost incinerating my retinas in the process. Good evening, Alex the Rooij. The date, the Rooij. Alex, there's not an R-O-O-U-G-E there. Alex the Rooij. I'm getting flamed. I'm not even. The date is Friday, April 20, 2035. The time is 22:56. What would you like to watch this evening? I shrug. Surprise me. Analyzing current emotional state? High stress levels detect. Wow, oh my goodness. That's an interesting concept. No kidding. Analysis complete. Selected programming will now commence. Enjoy your viewing experience and remember, when you think of the future, think of Brevard. Yeah. If I got a euro if I got a euro every time I heard that, I'd be as rich as Brevard himself by now. That means he watches a lot of TV. It's funny. TV is bad for you. The internet is bad for you. It's just a different exchange of trends. You really think he's the one, sir? I can't do a English voice. Range Rover. Oh, sorry. I'm like thinking about bottled water. Nah, that sounds American. He faced an armed enemy alone without a moment's hesitation. I figured even you would be impressed. He caught common robber unawares and lived to tell the tale. He was reckless, careless, lucky. Had it been real battlefield, lighten up, sunshine. You're taking this even more seriously than I am. And you're not taking things seriously enough, sir. Wanting to play vigilante, but to place trust, life, and hands of this untrained stranger would not be prudent, sir. You forget, my friend, the greatest men and women on earth were untrained strangers once. As was I. As were you. All it takes to be a hero is a nose for trouble and the balls to go look for it. Okay, I like this guy. Alright, very well. We will see if he has potential. Knew you'd come around. I am not around. I'm not even in vicinity. But I am intrigued, I suppose. Okay. Funny exchange. Dog. What was it? Wait, it was not Night Hound. Dawn Hound or something. Author on TV. No nos pueden ver juntos. No nos pueden ver juntos, Leonardo. Ve que me casó. Nah, Cas. That's not Caso, but Cas. That's Cas al-Aman. Yeah. Vivosa del desierto. Minegas de mesticios hablar. Ya menos permitir. Por favor, a mi corazón cantar. Yeah, my thing is, I'm not good, man. I'm not good. Your turn. Change channel. From the creators who brought the stars to the stage 3 times before, comes another galaxy-spanning adventure like no other. Ad Astra, oh nice. Relive the change channel. Has this ever happened to you? I'd love to buy a car, but most models are so small. There's just no room for my neck. When I drive, my trunk gets tangled around the steering wheel. I've had 3 accidents and counting. What do I do? Brevard brings the solution to your doorstep with its patented. Change channel, please. And now for the local news. I'm about to change the channel again when Mrs. DeBruyn's storefront appears on the screen. A robbery in the Sweetwater district tonight was narrowly thwarted by 2 unlikely heroes. I swallowed a potato chip I've been chewing on for a good while. I almost fall right off the sofa when I lean forward. The situation seemed dire for 63-year-old store owner Maria DeBruyn after a robber claiming to work for the Saltwater Syndicate forced her against the counter, holding her at gunpoint. It's the latest in a string of recent robberies claimed by the syndicate. Police suspect. As it switches over to security footage, my phone lights up like a beacon. Willem's calling. Yeah? So I'm watching news, honey. I don't know what to call. I don't know what Willem's vibes could be. Could be like your typical normal dude that's actually queer, trans. I don't know. I don't want to person that's not straight. There we go. Can you believe they're rebooting Ad Astra again? Don't you go changing the subject on me, sister. Nah, he's not kind of like that, right? That bloke what stopped a robbery at Mr. Bruin's place, that wouldn't happen to be you now, would it? I give the screen a glance. Sure enough, there I am, bottle in hand. I just took the courtesy of blurring out my face. Not that it matters with all my spots. He could be the Spot. That would be a funny name as a hero, the Spot. Or a villain. That could be anyone. You leave that lady alone right this instant. Anyone? I thought I told you to give me a ring if anything happened. Shit, right. I was going to text him when I got home. I'm sorry. Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you? Just a few scrapes. I'm glad Mrs. DeBruyn is okay. Can't say the same for her store, though. Who's the big lad? I look at the screen again just as Dawn Hound breaks through the window and strikes a pose. Oh, he just showed up, called himself the Dawn Hound. Dawn Hound? I bite down another potato chip. Chip. Yeah, he had a costume on and everything, like the Stinger. Except the Stinger's outfit isn't quite as... whatever that was. Yeah, it was a bit revealing, I'll be honest. Frankly, I'm still processing it. Crazy, I thought it was a stripper or something. I'll be honest, that's what it kinda looks like one. I wish. What? Nothing? I hear him grind his beak. Anyway, I would have died if I hadn't been there, you know? I'm glad you're still with us. We still got a bar tab open. Thanks for checking in, I appreciate it. You know Lou's gonna want to hear this too. Knowing them, they probably already read about it on 10 different news sites. Them? So Lou is more of a... I forgot what them they would be called. I absolutely forgot. Holy shit. They'll want to hear it from you personally. It's a snide remark some word about. Well, that's what friends are for, ain't they? Fine, I'll let him know what happened at work tomorrow. Attaboy. Night, Alex. See you at the Hayen, I think. Welcome to the Hayen. Here in the Hayen. I don't know, it's like an accent kind of thing. Night, Willie. In other news, the spokesperson for Raoul Brevard, CEO of Brevard Enterprises, announced plans for the company's expansion beyond but the Batavian borders. Change channel? Did I double enter? I think I did. I stretch and yawn, shutting my eyes for what feels like a blink, but I can't get my eyelids open again. This is weird. I wasn't asleep at all 2 seconds ago. And the next thing I know, I'm somewhere else entirely. It's so dark I can't see my hands in front of my face. I can hear the sounds of water dripping in the distance. The pattern is very irregular. I prick my ears up and hear another sound, a more rhythmic pounding against the ceiling right above me. It's softer, more distant, and it moves back and forth, like footsteps. I try walking, reaching out to see if I can maybe find a wall to follow, but all I find is more inky black void. Sniffing the air, I immediately retch. Smells like shit? No, worse. What is this place? Someone's basement? Someone's here at last, it seems. Who was that? Hard to talk while dry heaving. It's good to see you. I've been waiting for you for quite some time. Is this like Dexter? Dexter from the hit show Dexter. Yes, I know. Dexter Morgan, the Bay Harbor Sexter. Anybody know him? Is this one of it? Is this Alex's Dark Passenger kind of thing? Maybe not. Maybe the opposite. More like a hero. I don't freaking know. I'm jumping guns and conclusions. The voice is coming from all around me, like it's inside my head. What the fuck? I try pinching myself. This is no dream. What do you want? You. Whoa. Get in line. You misunderstand. That's an understatement. I don't understand anything. What are you, a ghost? Your behavior is unbecoming of you, Alex de Rooij. You're here because you feel lost, unappreciated, helpless. It goes with a major in psychology. Great. There are many like you. This city has lost hope. But it is not completely without. Stop doing that. Stop talking through me. It needs someone to nurture it, someone to protect it. It needs you. The voice rings in my ear after it finishes talking. You will come here again when the time is right. I am the light the city needs. Dun, 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 dun. The spot. The irregular dripping grows louder as to the footsteps until it's a cacophony of indescribable noise. Something shakes me and I lurch forward out of the darkness. So fast it leaves me reeling and gasping, falling over. Buddy! Hey, buddy! Buddy! The ground underneath me is soft. It takes me a moment to realize it's a carpet. My eyes snap open. I didn't even know they were closed. A blurry shape hangs over my head. I recognize those bright colors. Max? I sit up, banging my head against the coffee table and knocking myself flat again. Almost got another concussion there. Aw, that's another cool design, I'll be honest. Shit, you're real out of it, dog dude. Hangover? What happened? You tell me, man. I walked in on you tossing and turning and moaning on the couch and you just fell off. Fucking hilarious. Wish I'd recorded it. I rub my eyes. My head hurts like hell. And I don't know whether to blame the coffee table or the nightmare. I didn't wake you up, did I? Dude, it's 10 in the morning. You're up before noon? Have to start making an effort if I want to get through an entire season of Pretty Bunny Angel Heart a day, my guy. I have a lot to catch up on. I look at the crushed potato chips scattered all around me. Shit, what time did you say it was? 10? Oh no. Shit. I scrambled to my feet, rushing to the bathroom. I don't look at my phone. I don't dare look at my phone. Brush my teeth, fix my fur. Buddy? Can't talk, gotta head to work. I run a comb through the fur between my ears. Doesn't help. Save a spot for me on the couch, but I might just lose my job today. Join the club. Do you need me to make dinner tonight? No, please no. I'll just get some takeout. Gotcha. When I decide I look and smell presentable, I rush for the door. Max has already taken his usual spot on the couch, where he'll most likely stay until the sun goes down. Bye! See you later, roomie. Excuse me! Passing through. Hey, watch it! Sorry. Whoever said they hate Mondays has clearly never experienced a Saturday in Shippersburg. Weave your way through the never-ending crowd of tourists and Dodge cyclists who never heard of traffic lights long enough, and I'm sure anyone would agree. Not to mention the noise. I'd cut through the canals, but even those are so thick with people I can't see the bottom. Once I finally near the tram stop, I'm all but sprinting and barely looking where I'm going. It's a mistake I regret almost immediately. Ah! A whirlwind of vapors scatters to the floor as I collide with a woman walking the other way. I land right on my tailbone, pain ripping through my body. The woman's still standing, with barely a scratch, it seems. She's staring right at me, but she doesn't look angry, at least. Once again, I'm loving the designs, man. Every time they whip it out, I'm like, damn. Hard to tell behind the glasses. Good heavens! Are you quite all right, love? Her voice is soft, high-pitched, almost princess-like. Oh no, like Tracer from Overwatch? I'm sorry? I expect to be scolded, but all I hear is a soft kickin'. No harm done? That's not... No harm done? No, that's not a... No, hello? No harm done. It seems we were both a little lost in thought, weren't we? She reaches out, helping me get back up. Her grip is pretty strong for such a small lady. I dust myself off, a scrap of paper that was sticking to my jeans fluttering to the ground. I manage to nab it just before it flies out of reach. Looks like someone's sketches of people. The paper is frayed and yellowed. It must be pretty old. Nice drawing. Oh, this isn't my work. I'm just bringing these over to the office. I hand it back to her and kneel down on the ground to help her gather the rest of the papers, which she organizes and stuffs neatly into a worn-looking satchel. Some of these look like letters, others look like notes. Only some are written in Batavian. Where the fuck is this fictional city? Who in your bloody bitches thinking web you bloody are? Not just any Batavian either, old Batavian. This stuff's 100 years old at least. Once the lady's gathered all of the papers, she closes her satchel and proceeds to beam brightly at me. Thank you so much for your help, sir. Hey, lady, it was my fault to begin with. What kind of job has you carrying around things like that anyway? If it's not yours, I mean. Oh, nothing special? Really? I'm the curator of Oppenheimer, the art gallery. Wow. We have an assortment of works from artists all over the world, past and present, famous and unknown. Nothing special? Sounds like a cushy gig to me. I've heard about it, with expensive dress, right? The money talks gown, yes. Money talks. Money, 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 money. Cha-ching. Another giggle. One of many fine pieces in our collection, as I'm sure you're aware. Really? I've never been. Really now? In that case, you should absolutely come by sometime. We'd be more than happy to have you. No admission required. But I'm a stranger, isn't that, Oh my gosh, where are my manners? She grabs my hand, immediately shaking it hard. I'm Fena. I'm Fina. No last name. I'm Alex. Presto, we're no longer strangers. Delighted to meet you. You still seem a little strange to me. I hear a whir beside me and spot the tram arriving at the stop in the corner of my eye. Oh, there's my ride. I suppose I should be on my way as well. She lets go of my hand, and when I open it, sure enough, there's a ticket for two to the art gallery. God, first a store robbery, then a weird dream, and now a guerrilla marketing trick. What is my life anymore? It was, nice meeting you, Fena. Fentanyl. Likewise, Mr. Rooij. With a wave, she continued. I think everybody knows who he is because of the spots. Like, come on, brother. With a wave, she continues on, and it's only once I'm on the tram that I realized I never told her my last name. What in the... Money talks! I'm kidding. By the time I step off the tram and get to the office, I'm already tired, out of breath, and more than a little icky. So just like any other workday, really. I still haven't checked my phone. If I'm gonna be fired, I wanna be fired in person. I so hope I don't get fired. Why didn't I just call in sick? It's flu season, right? Plenty of people get sick this time of year. I watch the automatic doors open like a prisoner watching a guillotine's blade being raised. I shudder and step forward, waving at a turtle passing me without looking. I hear the familiar clicking of Lou's teaspoon before I see them, sitting behind the reception desk, looking anywhere but at the door until I clear my throat. Oh, it's Lou. Looking not too shabby. Alex, where have you been? It's almost 11. Forgot his freaking voice already. It's a long story, believe you me. You tell me. First I have to read online that you stopped the robbery last night. I swear I was going to tell you. And now I have your supervisor breathing down my neck asking about you. Do you have any idea how long I had to cover for you? I don't know. 2 hours, love. Who does he think I am? Your nanny? I tried calling but you wouldn't pick up. Their frantic steering finally slows down. I'm loving the design, and once again, I'm fucking loving it. I was worried, you know? I'm sorry. They looked me up and down. It's okay. It must have been a shitty night for you. You don't know the half of it. Thanks for covering for me. You wanna thank me? Grab me a new coffee. They lift their cup. This one's gotten cold. This is it. I've passed this office around 1,000 times before, but in my 10 years... Damn, it's been working here for 10 years? Jesus. But in my 10 years of working here, I've only been in once. I was usually on time until today. Mostly well behaved until today. Typically wore the uniform until today. Alright, no other choice. I go in expecting the worst. Turns out even that was optimistic. A few minutes of verbal abuse later and I find myself in the hallway again. Aww. Unemployed. Years of loyal damn, he got fucking shafted. Our workers' rights. We should unionize. Years of loyal service right down the shitter. My ears are still ringing. My supervisor was yelling loud enough for the entire floor to hear. No point sticking around here anymore, I guess. I hope I can somehow avoid Lou on the way out. I'm in no mood to talk to anyone right now. I start to make my way back to the elevator when I notice a guy standing just down the hallway. A Rottweiler, shorter than I am but a lot stockier. He's dressed more formally than most of the people around the office, which makes him stand out quite a bit. Oh, I know who this motherfucker... Great! I'll definitely have heard that in the exchange. At least I think so. I mean, clearly it's him. He's reading comics. Or the Stinger. Or maybe he technically is Brevard. I don't fucking know. He's engrossed in a comic... He's engrossed in a comic book right now. Though his eyes do flick in my general direction when I stomp towards him. I really don't feel like talking to anyone. I just want to get to the elevators. Rough day on the job? Great, that's what I was hoping for. He flips another page. It's not an issue I've seen before. Want to talk about it. I feel like I know that voice. Or rather, I feel like I should know that voice, but I'm so frazzled I can't recall a thing. Not really, no. Weird thing to ask someone you don't know. Is that true? From what I could hear out in the hallway, it got pretty heated in there. Of course he heard it, as if this morning has been humiliating enough already. I got fired, okay? Happy now? Finally looks up from the comic, eyebrows furrowed. Fired? I wasn't expecting... I'm so sorry. Yeah, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go home. And shop for a box of tissues and a bucket of ice cream along the way. Oh, I fucking love that. Maybe 2 buckets. I think they're on sale this week. Ah, right. Well, don't let me keep you. It is a little curtsy, comic book in hand. I only feel slightly mocked. I'll see you around, Spot. Spot? His voice sounded a little different that time. Almost like... I freeze, but he's already walking off, turning his head one more time to look at me. If you're free the rest of the day, might I suggest visiting... Oppenheimer. They have a stunning new collection on display that can really turn a bad day around. Opdoc. I think it's like Opdoc. What? He turns the corner. Hey, wait! Nani? Nani desu ka? Sumimasen. Hi. Sayonara. I tried to follow him, but he's nowhere to be seen. He called me Spot. Surely he couldn't be. Was he the guy from last night? Nothing that conversation made sense. He looked like he was waiting for me, but how did he know I'd be here and at this time? I did tell that Dawn Hound character I work in repairs at Brevard. But why would someone like him come here just to gloat about me getting canned? All he did was give me a clumsy, cryptic message. Turn a bad day around. I fished the ticket. Once again, Fina? Fana. Pena gave me earlier out of my pocket. It looks normal enough to me. I turned around my palm. There's something handwritten in the back. I hadn't noticed it before with all the commotion and the getting fired from my lifelong job, but it's definitely there. It's an address in Shippersburg, but not one I know of the top of my head. Somewhere in the freshwater district. It's underlined with a fancy signature and 2 words. Signed, DH. Dawn Hound. So definitely the masking gimps with vigilante. I'm not seriously contemplating going to an address scribbled on the back of a card given to me by a total stranger. Am I? Or am I? I look at my supervisor's office door. Right. Nothing left to lose anyway. But first, I'd better stop by reception. Maybe Lou knows something. Company gossip rarely gets past them. Now he works in reception. I approach the reception desk probably for the last time. Lou is sipping a cup of coffee as always, glued to the reception's holographic screen. I clear my throat. Go. I'm kidding. Alex, so how did it go? Or how did it go? Let's just say we can hang out a lot more from now on because my schedule is completely clear for the foreseeable future. They frown. I'm so sorry, Alex. I tried to smooth things over as best as I could. Don't know what I'm going to do now. I can help you look for job postings later if that helps. There's plenty of people in the city who could use a hand. I'll take just about anything, even your desk job offer. That desperate? Very. We'll see. How about I take you out on a night on the town? Just the 2 of us. Thanks, Lou. That sounds great. And we'll go see that musical. That sounds less great. They laugh. What about your kids? I'll get my sister to watch them for night. Shouldn't be a problem. Aw, Lou is taken? Damn it. Forgetting they're like in their 30s. I'll give you a call later. Just take it easy for now. I noticed I've been getting sidetracked. Actually, there's something important I wanted to ask you. Lou's ears perk up. A dead giveaway. They're hungry for some juicy news. Did you see a Rottweiler come by the reception earlier by any chance? Fancy clothes, pretty buff, kinda handsome. Lou looks pensive and takes another sip of coffee. Not that I recall. Then he exited some other way. That's odd. They usually notice everything. And the main entrance is the only way to the building for security reasons. Not to mention the clearance needed to use the elevators. You're trying to score a hot date? I don't dip my pen in the company ink, Lou. Does it count as company ink now that I'm unemployed? Technically not, right? They raise an eyebrow at me. Last year's delivery guy would beg to differ. I know it sounds crazy, but there was something off about him. It's probably just one of the new hires. I haven't heard anything about new hires. Only new fires as far as I'm concerned. Well, we are expanding. You look kind of old to be new here, and, well, rich. He had a suitcase and everything. They lowered their voice and put down their cup. What, you think Brevard showed up to personally send you on your merry way? Their tone is sarcastic, but it still leaves me wondering. I'm not sure. Wait, you know what? Yeah, Dawn Hound is absolutely like Batman, where he rarely shows up to corporate meetings like at the top. And when they do, only the top people meet him. Most of the people under him does he even exist? It's like Bruce Wayne, but he's not. It's low-key Bruce Wayne. Wait, you don't seriously think I gotta go? Catch you the Hane? Welcome to the Hane. I'll keep a seat warm for you. Thanks. I turn for the exit. Alright, goodbye, corporate world. Turn right and your destination will be on your left. What? I'm pretty far from civilization now. I mean, I'm near city limits. Nothing but farmland out this way. There weren't even any train or tram stops nearby either. I had to walk for 30 minutes just to get here. Sorry. And for what? I don't see anything even remotely resembling a hero's hideout here. I'm sorry for the flashbang lights. Just an ancient looking house with an overgrown yard behind a rusty old gate. Fucking Batman. Actually, that's pretty high up on the potential hideout spot list. Still, this is the address written on the ticket. I yanked the gate open. The banshee-like shriek of the old metal is painful. It shuts behind me. No turning back now. Walking down the cobblestone path leading up to the mansion, I pass statues that have all seen better days. They each depict canines in combat poses, some carrying weapons that have lost their edge. These look older than the stuff I see at the museum. Maybe it's just my nerves, but I feel like they're watching me, judging me. Ancient stones that are actually CCTVs with their eyes. I could believe it. I sure as hell hope this place isn't haunted. I keep forgetting that Alex is afraid of ghosts. I reach the front door, which looks like something straight out of a historical drama. It's got no doorbell, just a big old pair of knockers. Pause. No signs of life inside from what I can see through the windows. No cars that I can see either. I knock on the door. I must be going insane. Complete silence. Did my GPS lead me astray? Or lead me astray? I don't know. I knock again. This time, I swear I can at least hear something inside. Barely audible over the sound of the rain starting to trickle out of the sky behind me. I'm about to declare the mission a bust, when with a loud creak, the doors finally open, bathing me in a warm light and bringing me face to face with the largest crow I've ever seen in my life. He is a crow. He's dressed to the nines, no. Pens, face and beak scratched and scarred. His face is framed rather nicely by a pair of glasses. I guess this is the butler. A very dashing butler who looks almost, how should I put it, nerdy. His eyes drill into the very core of my being. I'm taller than most, but I actually have to look up at him slightly. I feel small next to him. Insignificant. Scared. I'd mentioned catching a glimpse of bulging muscles, but that's all I see. Muscles. Now when I look at his design, god damn, he is. Guess household chores are good for something. Good afternoon, what can I do for you? A Russ accent. So this is the guy Dawn Hound was talking to. Combined with his deep voice, it only makes him more imposing. Hi, I'm... Master already donates to charities. I'm not here for donations. I got this. Master has no interest in essential oils or herbal supplements either. God, no. Look, I'm Alex the Rooij. I got this ticket with an address on it telling me to come here. It's only now that I realize how stupid that sounds. Someone shoot me. Is the robber from yesterday still around? Give me ticket. Wait, he bought it? I fish the ticket out of my pocket and pass it over. He scans the back of it with one eye, the other remains strangely still. He gives me a once-over. We have been waiting for you. There's a hint of warmth in his voice now that wasn't there before. If I wasn't still a nervous wreck, I'd say it was almost alluring. Maybe it's the accent. You have? For quite some time, yes. He steps aside, holding the door open for me. Hurry, there's a storm coming. I don't know, it got a deep voice and a rustic... No, it's not rustic, it's rust. I don't know. Clearly, it's a fucking made-up country. You don't gotta tell me twice. Right. Huh. I want your place to smell like wet dog. Like a nasty dog. Mr. Mix-a-Lot. Do not worry, I'm used to it. I sidle past him. It smells like citrus and pepper. I don't know if it's cologne or something's been cooking. Definitely not a bad scent. Ouch. The foyer is richly decorated. Beautiful red walls lined with dark wooden doors and bookcases that are all completely stacked. Like a library from a fantasy book. My eyes are drawn to an impressive bust of a canine sitting in an alcove on the far wall. Unlike the statues outside, this one seems to have retained its original bronze color. But just like the statues outside, it stares right at me, its eyes following me no matter which direction I look at it from. I will fetch Master. Please wait here and do not touch anything under any circumstances. I will be back shortly. Yes, sir. As he turns away, I can't help but notice his very defined features. He carries himself with elegance, gravitas, especially for such a large man. He leaves through one of the doors, his footsteps echo around the large room. Instantly, I feel compelled to explore. I know he literally just told me not to touch anything, but I've never been in a rich people's house before, and there's just so much to see. I'm pretty sure I could spend a year in this place and not get bored. I scan the shelves, looking for anything that catches my eye. Are these comic books? They sure look like comic books. This one is in the entire Stinger collection. Would they notice if I snuck an issue home with me? Focus, Alex. Don't touch anything. Wait a minute, those are comic books and games. Whoa. I'm seeing it right now. It was fucking shelves, mate. Fucking shelvy, Thomas Shelvesy. A minute passes, then another. The ticking clock's starting to get on my nerves. I try some of the doors, but they're locked, even the one that Butler went through. I was kinda looking forward to snooping. My eyes fall in the bus again. It's just staring at me with those empty bronze eyes, almost begging for me to investigate. Walking up to it, I catch a familiar scent. Ginger and lime, just like the Dawn Hound last night. While the rest of the ample bus is practically sparkling, there's a noticeable smudge handprint right on top of its head. I tilt my head. It's bothering me. I roll my sleeve over my hand and place it on the dog's head. Before I can get to scrubbing, I start stroking. I hear a loud click, click, clack. The bus gives way under my paw, head sinking a bit, like I just pressed a button. I'm about to step back when all of a sudden... the floor drops under me. I try to stop myself, but I build up too much momentum. The chute-like structure evens out into a slide, and I'm hurling down at maximum velocity. I keep screaming, but after a while, there's no air left in my lungs. These have been the worst 24 hours of my entire life. By the time I hit the soft surface at the bottom, I'm all but traumatized. Eyes still shut tight. Wow, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. The voice is distant, but there's no mistaking it. That's the Dawn Hound. I believe you owe me 20 euros, sir. And a butler, too. What? I push myself up, but my arms are still shaking, and then just end up collapsing on the padded, leathery floor again. I can't believe what I see when I open my eyes. I can't believe my eyes. Look at all these fireflies. It's like the set of a sci-fi flick in here, screen showing security footage and city streets, machines, buttons, flashing lights, and levers everywhere. The air is so stuffy in here, it's almost hard to breathe. The butler's manning a large computer at the far end of the room. Here's what appears to be a ventilation system along the ceiling and a thick metal pipe leading down to the floor. Is this part of the mansion too? Just how far below ground are we? Just what was that slide? I fucking told you, it's clearly Dawn Hound, man. Need the hand spot? I guess he's got more of a clear, deep voice. Manly voice. I can see. I'm so distracted I don't notice the fuzzy brown hand reaching out to me. I look up at its owner. Come to think of it, I feel dumb for not recognizing him at the office earlier. I scramble to my feet, just glad I'm still in one piece after that. Sore all over though. You probably have a lot of questions. A few thousand at least. Yeah, a couple. What the hell's going on here? And I'd be more than happy to answer them. At least someone's tail is wagging. Okay. Who are you? Why, I'm known as the Dawn Hound. I mean, who are you really? Right, I suppose I haven't properly introduced myself yet. The butler swivels his swanky office chair around. I advise you not to divulge any unnecessary information, sir. For Christ's sake, Milo, he deserves to know. The name is Raoul. Raoul Brevard, CEO of Brevard. I fucking told you, man. I fucking bloody told you, you cheeky wankers. You won't fucking tell me no. It's not gonna. Oh, fuck you. The sparkling ray of sunshine over there is my butler, Milo Drozdov. Right, Bavarian donuts, fucking donuts. What the fuck? Did you say Raoul Brevard? The Brevard? Think of the future. Think of Brevard. My boss, that's you. In the flesh, So the man got fired, but then he got hired. I'd say that's a promotion. This is a joke, right? Where are the cameras? I fucking love Alex, man. My eyes dart between the dog and the bird, waiting for them to laugh and admit it, but they don't. My eyes are darting all over the room, scanning for hidden camera crews. Alright, you can all come out now. I feel like a clown. But he's still standing, feeling like a little kid, looking like a true survivor. This is a mistake. No, it's a lot to take in, I know, but it's all true. But no one's ever seen Brevard in person, and no one's ever gonna see him again in person because I'm gonna cut this mother effing video. Subscribe, like, comment, share to friends and loved ones. I'll be seeing you in another video. Could be this, could be Echo, could be some other game. I don't know. Whatever I want to play, I play. Alright. Goodbye, everyone. See ya. Not really goodbye. See you later, alligators.